If consistency is something you struggle with, this might be why. Now, consistency is one of the hardest things to do when you go through life. You know why it's hard, or most people think it's hard, is because it's boring. It's doing something over and over and over again. When you don't like it, when you're tired, when you don't really want to do it, or you like, it just gets boring. It's doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, expecting a result. And a lot of times you get it if you keep going, and a lot of times you don't get it. And the times that you don't get it, you still have to keep going. That's what consistency is. It's just doing something over and over and over again. You have to train yourself to behave in a controlled, consistent way to achieve your goals. And a lot of people can't do that. So, one of the reasons why you struggle with it is because no one may have modeled discipline for you. No one has some discipline. And discipline takes a lot. Like, it's having self-control. It's being consistent over and over and over and over again. Like, a lot of times you've seen people, or maybe your friends, that tell you they're gonna do something, like they're gonna get in shape, and they maybe 30 or 40 pounds overweight, and they're like, man, I'm about to get in shape this year. And then the year comes and they do good for a couple months, and then all of a sudden they're back to their old ways. And this could be even in your family. Your mom, oh, I'm gonna get in shape. She tells you, I'm gonna get in shape. And then she starts out strong, and then after a few months, back to doing the same old things. Your brother says he's gonna get a job. He's gonna get up early every single day and go to work. So, first couple weeks, he's good. And then that third week comes around, burnt out, can't do it, starts sleeping in. And this is why you struggle with it now. You promised yourself, I'm about to be the man for my child. Or even, I'm about to get in shape for my child. I'm going to wake up early for my child. And you wake up early a few times. And then after a few weeks, you're back to doing the same old thing. Why do you think that is? It's because no one has shown you what it means to be disciplined. Even when you don't feel like doing it, even when you're tired, even when you're weak, you still do it. You still got to do it. So no one's ever shown you that. So you don't even have that for yourself. But that's still something you can learn. It's still something you can learn. And another reason why you struggle with consistency is you're just depending on being motivated. And motivation, like, if you're just motivated to do something, if there's no why behind it, you won't stay with it. So you only work when you feel motivated to do it. Oh, I'll get in shape starting the new year. The year just started, right? It's a new year. And everybody had that motivation to go to the gym. New year, new me, right? They get in, a couple weeks, they're going strong, and all of a sudden the motivation starts to fade. And all of a sudden, they're down to going 4 days a week instead of 5. All of a sudden, they're down to going to 3 days. All of a sudden, they're down to going to 2 days. All of a sudden, they're down to going to 1 day. And all of a sudden, 2 months go by, they're not even in the gym no more. Why do you think that is? It's because that motivation wore off. It wore off. It was gone. They weren't seeing the results quick enough, got unmotivated, and stopped. Got unmotivated and stopped, and they quit because their why wasn't strong enough. So you have to make sure whenever you're doing something, you're not depending on just being motivated to do it. You have to do it no matter what, whether you're tired, whether you're not. Like, if your goal is to have a better relationship with God, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna wake up an hour early and read my Bible. Sure, you're gonna be motivated to do it because this is what you've been wanting to do. But even when you don't go to bed, you go to bed late at night. Sometimes you go to bed late, and you got the kids, you're going to bed late, and then that 5 o'clock alarm goes off. Motivation ain't gonna be there. That's when discipline takes over. Discipline takes over when you're tired. Discipline takes up when you're hurting. Like, and motivation's not there. That's why you can't be dependent on being motivated to do something, because you just won't do it when you're not motivated. And when you're not doing something because you're not motivated, that means you're just not going to get done whatever that is for you. So that's why you can't be so motivated, dependent on that. Don't be dependent on motivation. Another reason why you struggle with consistency, it might be because there's no structure. There's no structure in your life at all. You could just be waking up a few minutes before you have to get your kids ready to go to like school or get ready to go to daycare. And you get up and you get enough time to wash your face, shower even, get your clothes ready, and then all of a sudden you're in a mad dash to get your kids ready and get them out the door so you can be on time to work. There's no structure there. You're going to be late almost every time. And you're going to feel frustrated because you didn't even have enough time to do whatever that is that you wanted to do. And then that's going to carry on throughout the day. Say you have a bad day at work and then you have to go grab your kids. You're going to be mad at them. All because you didn't take care of whatever you needed to take care of. Because you had really no structure on how to get it done. So therefore, when you come back home from work and then you have to be dad, like, you're not going to get done whatever you need to get done then, because it's your time to be a father. And that's stuff that I have to do a lot. If I want to get something done, I structure my day. Like, I do all of my important stuff, I do it in the morning. Like, I wake up at least an hour earlier than what I should be getting up, or other than what I want to get up, and then I get my stuff done. And in my structure, I have my 4-step morning routine. I do this every single day. And then I get to getting my kids ready and then doing all that and taking them to work. So my 4-step morning routine. This is how I get my structure for the day. This is how I do it. My 4-step morning routine. This is it right here, verbatim. The first thing I do when I wake up, my alarm goes off at usually 5:25. First thing I do, open my Bible app. I either open my Bible app or I get up, go to my living room and read my Bible. And I'll read a chapter, or I'll set a timer for like 10 or so minutes, 10, 15 minutes, right? And I'll just read. I'll read, and after I'm done reading, I'll just sit there and pray. Sometimes it'll be a quick prayer, sometimes it'll be a couple minute prayer, but I'll just sit there and cry out to God and pray for my day, pray for my family, pray for my health. And then after I pray, I get and do my 50 push-ups. And I almost need to up them because it's starting to get easy. But I do my 50 push-ups right there. Doing that routine right there gets my blood pumping and gets me going. And then after I do my 50 push-ups, I get right into hydrating. And then I'll either hop into my workout. And then after that, shower, do whatever I gotta do, get ready. And then I'll go get my kids ready. And then I'll go on about my day. But that little structure in the morning that I have, that's everything. Because I can get done whatever I want to get done. That's my alone time to myself. That time to myself, it happens in the morning. So if you want time for yourself, you have to either do it in the morning or you're going to do it at night. And if you do it at night, chances are 9 out of 10 times you're going to be too tired and you won't get a lot done, because you're going to do all your work. You're going to still have to be a dad when you get home. And then you got to save whatever energy you have to do whatever you need to do at the end of the night. And when I try that, it just doesn't work. I'm too tired and I never get it done. So I have to get it done in the morning. And that's how I structure out my mornings. So you never had that. So that's something that you need to put in your day. You need to structure it out. Whatever high level tasks that you need to get done, structure it out so you can get at least half of them done in the morning, and then go about your day, getting your kids ready, go to work, and then come back and finish the other half of it. But as long as you have some kind of structure, you're going to be fine. It's going to make your day that much more productive. But without it, kiss that goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. And the last thing I want to speak on is consistency is trained and it's not discovered. It's not like you're just not going to walk around and just find somebody or just find some consistency. Like, you have to train yourself to do it. And it's going to be hard. It's like that's one of the top level performers in anything, like the elite athletes and people that are very successful in business, like they are very consistent in what they do. Very consistent, doing something over and over and over again, same time, same thing, just doing it over and over and over again. And the more they do it, the better that they're going to get at it. It's like a basketball player, right? A basketball player, NBA player, think of how many times they have to shoot a basket to get it to go in so many times. And then they're going against average Joes. They would wipe the floor with them because they put in the work. They've shot in thousands and thousands and thousands of times compared to somebody that's just off the streets. They might have shot one time in the last 20 years, right? It's the repetitions. It's trained behavior. You have to have that behavior to be good at something. It just doesn't happen. Like, you got to do it when you don't feel like doing it. You got to do it when you're sick. Like, just be consistent. And over time, when you're training your mind and your body to do something, it naturally is just gonna adapt to it, right? It's gonna be something that you just do, something that you just are. And then over time, people will look at you and be like, man, what have you been doing? If it's fitness, like, oh my gosh, man, you've been in here every day for the last 3 months, man. You're the most consistent guy I know, right? Or better yet, if you're trying to work on increasing your faith in God, right? And you're waking up every day, spending 20 minutes in the Word every day. All of a sudden, your son's going to wake up one morning and he's already going to know that you're not in bed. He's going to know you're either out in the living room reading that Bible. So instead of going into your room, he's going to go into the living room and find you there. And the reason is because you've just been so consistent at it for months that he knows that you're not in there. You've done it enough times, he already knows not to go in the room. And that's what consistency is, doing something over and over and over and over and over again. So that's something that you just need to get done. Like, if you want to be more consistent, you just have to just work at it, right? Work at it.